On this episode, I'm going to go through Asperger's/autistic traits you should definitely know. You know what I just realized? And again, hashtag AspieLogic, that on the Australian coins, there's the Queen, on the back of the coin there's the Queen, and it's Queen Elizabeth II. That's what it says on the Australian coins. But I don't think Queen Elizabeth is the second Queen Elizabeth for Australia. She's not, right? Like, we aren't that old. Okay, so it was like 1901, that federation with the Constitution. I mean, you know, I studied law at Monash, but I didn't have to learn this stuff. Zing! In Australia, she's Queen Elizabeth I. So if I'm right, and I never am, then our entire currency is wrong. Our entire currency should say Queen Elizabeth I. Look it up. I'm sure you'll see I'm wrong. Hey, I'm Orion Kelly, and welcome to my YouTube channel.
And now, here's your neurologically different host, Orion Kelly.
Thank you so much. Great to see you again. Or if it's the first video you've seen of mine, please check out the rest. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I would absolutely be delighted. I would absolutely love and appreciate and be so grateful if you would subscribe to my channel, sign in, rate, thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care either way. But please let me know what you think, and please subscribe to the channel. You can find me in many places. Okay, that sounds like stalkerish. Hey, you can find me at that place down by the corner of the... Actually, you can't because of the restrictions. Well, you know what's funny? This is 2020 when I'm doing this video, right? And there's the coronavirus restrictions. But you could be watching this in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and you're like, what is he talking about? The what, the who? The coronavirus of 2020, the what? Was it like a beer thing? I don't know. I don't know where the voice came from. It's weird. I apologise. Find me on Facebook, the Orion Kelly page, like that. Go to my website, orionkelly.com.au. You can send me a message directly. Just click on contact or something like that. Check out my podcasts. Find my podcasts. There's this one here, Intensely Inquisitive. There's My Friend Autism. Just find them, okay? Check them out. When they get excited, they talk fast. I'm autistic. I'm sorry, okay? On this episode, I'm going to go through Asperger's/autistic traits you should definitely know. Now, I'm an Aspie, okay? I'm autistic. Anyway, here we go. Autistic traits you guys should know. I'm a routine guy, okay? I love excitement, but I like routine. Change routine, no good. Examples, okay? So let's say I was in a workplace, but I'm not. But let's say I was, and the way I did things at work was changed, okay? And you might think, well, who cares? Like, my desk was moved, or what I had to do was changed, or the hours, or whatever. That would legitimately shake me to my foundations. Not good, okay? Other things, and this is just one more example before I move on to another trait, is when I go to the shops, there's things I want to buy, like specific brands, specific products, specific types of things, like the type of bread, for example, the type of milk. Well, if I can't get them, if they're not available, the type of milk I need or the type of bread or a certain brand, that's a big deal for me. I mean, I know you would think, well, hang on, that's a big deal for anyone, like people are annoyed. No. What I mean is I wouldn't shop. I would leave that shop. If I can't get the bread I need, but like everything else, I will put everything back, seriously, and I'll go to another shop and hope it's there. So that's a massive issue for me, and that's a change in routine. Another Aspie autistic trait you should definitely know is stimming. Now, I've heard some people say that everyone, even non-autistic people, stim. And I get where they're coming from, because stimming is something that we call, from an autistic point of view, self-stimulation. So when there's an overload of some sort, when we're overwhelmed or we've passed a threshold of our ability to deal with what's going on around us or the situation, kind of at a point where, unless we're going to just melt down, we start doing things. I stim a lot. I move my fingers a lot, okay? For some reason, I like to play my fingers, touch my fingers. Okay, I also like to feel around the nails. So I like to get like a thumb or a finger and kind of do laps. I also like to use my thumbs and my fingers on my fingers, trace shapes or letters or numbers. So, you know, like you might think I'm doing nothing, but I'm actually writing words that I'm getting in my head on my fingers. Okay, so I'm not doing it for fun. I'm doing it because it's self-stimulating, which means in many ways soothing, bringing back down, relaxing, calming. I play with my hair a lot. So usually I like to just grab little bits of hair here in the corner and just kind of pull them. I know that sounds bizarre and strange. It's just another form of stimming, like pulling my hair. I can be quite fidgety or restless. It's hard to sit still. It's hard to feel relaxed in kind of comfortable positions for neurotypical people, like sitting on the ground. Stimming is a big one. It's an episode, and we'll do that, but not today. You may have already noticed another Aspie autistic trait you should definitely know, which is fast talking. Okay, so for me personally, and these traits are all just relating to me, I talk fast, but not all the time. In fact, that's a lie. I talk fast all the time. And it's because, from my point of view, my brain is going at such a speed with thoughts that I don't want you to miss out. The person I'm talking to, I really want you to hear everything that I'm thinking. And to do that, I've got to catch up, and I can never catch up. So I've got to talk really fast and not stop. No breaths, nothing. And it comes across a bit manic, right? But it's not. I'm not manic. I'm autistic, and my brain's going so fast that I can't stop. And then the more and more excited I get, the faster I go. And a lot of times you would be surprised, but in my mind right now, I mean, I'm really focusing on trying to get the words out, making sure that you can understand all the words. You know, I work in radio. I've worked in commercial radio all my life. That's the radio they pay to be on. Okay, so I make a conscious effort of speaking and slowing down. It sounds ridiculous, but I've actually got a kind of a thing I do. So obviously radio, you can't see people, right? And that's good. So for me, when I'm talking on the radio, you know, I'll kind of talk like this. So I want my mouth to really move. So when you listen on the radio, you hear all the words I'm saying. But if I didn't do that, it'll be like, this is a good trait to clear up, okay? An Aspie autistic trait you should definitely know is this intense fixation. Okay, I am not daydreaming. I am not off with the fairies. I am not blank. You know, the lights are on but nobody's home. No. You know, my lights never turn off, champ, and I'm always home. The bottom line is there's a difference between a neurotypical person zoning out. I'm not zoning out. Daydreaming. I'm not daydreaming. Intense fixation. Okay, so when someone autistic looks like they're not there, they're vacant, they're zoning out, you're not able to get them, to reach them. Have you ever had that experience with an autistic person? Like, I have it with my son all the time, who also is autistic. You ask him a question, a simple question, you must ask it 20 times. Needless to say, it's a busy time up there. Okay. Repetitive behaviour is also an Aspie autistic trait you should definitely know. You might think someone, and this kind of is a bit like the routine change. Okay, so me personally, as an autistic person, you know, routine or predictability, even though that sounds boring, it isn't that we are boring people or I am a boring person. It is that, you know, I find comfort in that. So I like to do spontaneous things, 100%. As in, like, want to do this today? Definitely. Like, I love spontaneous things, but there is a threshold, there is a limit. For example, at night time, after the day, after living my life as an autistic person in a neurotypical world, I like to sit down on the couch and just watch TV. I don't care what it is, just watch TV, eat some snacks, usually fruit and nuts and those kind of things, and just veg, just do nothing. Okay, and they are repetitive behaviors. You know, this is something, there are things I need to do every day in a certain way. And that's absolutely a trait for me personally, being an autistic person, being an Aspie, okay? I must do certain things every day, and it's very particular, and sure, it's repetitive and it might seem repetitive to you, but for me personally, it's part of my process. I don't know if it's exactly repetitive behavior, but other examples are for me, like when I don't have to clear my throat, I still do, and it's kind of repetitive. So there's a certain, it's never different. It's always the same. And I do that quite a lot. It's absolutely a trait, an autistic Aspie trait, repetitive behavior. Another Aspie autistic trait you absolutely have to know is poor social skills. Now, I think this is a big one for autism. This kind of interaction, this communication, this social side of normal day life with neurotypical non-autistic people. Our brains as autistic people are wired differently. We see the world, we feel the world, we experience the world differently. It can't be altered. We can't not be like that. You can't not be autistic. It's your brain. You can't leave your brain behind. It's pretty important. What I'm doing right now, okay, I'm communicating with you. I'm doing a video. I do podcasts. I work on the radio. No worries. But in actual, this is not a real situation, right? What's social about this? I'm standing in a room in my house, talking to myself, hoping someone will see it. There's nothing social about this. I'm just talking to you, but it's really a smartphone. So in real life, social interactions don't go so well. I, number one, can come across rude, arrogant, or shy, or quiet, or disinterested. And all these are really the same. It's just an inability to feel comfortable in social situations. I take a lot of time to warm up, and between entering and warming up, I can come across, rude and arrogant, all that kind of stuff. And then once you warm up, it's a whole different kettle of fish. But it's that getting to that. It almost never happens. Interacting with people, again, you kind of have to mask. So play normal. And for example, I would never want to ask someone, how their drive was, or what's the weather like. These kind of generic questions. And I hate answering them too, but I still answer them. Right? If you said, how was the drive up? I don't give a shit about how the drive, who cares about how the drive was? I got in a car, I drove here, I got out. That's how that's what in my brain, who cares? But I'll just answer the question most of the time because I'm just masking, I'm just playing nice. Another thing is when I talk to people, I tend to only want to talk about something I'm interested in, right? So it's kind of one-sided conversation. It's not reciprocal. And you might ask me a question, I'll get rolling and I'll never stop. And I don't really care about stuff you want to say. Not because I don't care about that in general. Okay, I probably don't. So I'll keep talking and I won't know when to stop. And I certainly don't know when you're not interested anymore. I find it really hard to end conversations. I'll talk to someone on the phone, but I'll never understand how to get to the end or how to move on or close it or walk. I don't understand. I'm bad at that kind of stuff, which is strange, yeah? And then again, maybe it isn't strange. That's why I spent my entire life and my career talking to myself on radio, podcasts, and videos. All right, last Aspie autistic trait you should definitely know is hypersensitivity. For me, I can be hypersensitive to things like smells and sounds. Smells can really get me. For example, if I'm in my house and I can smell this weird, odd smell, for starters, I'll go, to my family, to my wife, whatever. What's that horrible smell, or what's that weird smell? The first thing, my wife, who's neurotypical, will say is, what smell? I don't smell anything. And then I'll go, no, it smells like, it's somewhere over here. And until I can find the smell, I can identify the smell, and I can eradicate the smell, it's not good. So 100%, my wife says it herself, the hearing, the smelling, it's kind of superhero-like. And I really, frankly, I hate it. It really throws me. Weird smells throw me. And noises, they're way loud. I'll go, whoa, that was a bit loud. No, it wasn't that. Well, I'm telling you, it scared the bejesus out of me. It's whoa, or it doesn't scare me, but I'm like, so this hypersensitivity to sounds and smells, it's a massive challenge for me, and it's a trait that you will find some autistic people, Aspies like me, absolutely suffer from, or at least experience as a challenge. Well, that's my Asperger's autistic traits you should know, and thank you once again for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, share it around, and get in touch with me. Find the Orion Kelly page on Facebook, go to my website, orionkelly.com.au, send me a message, because I just really want to answer your questions. Please, hit me up. I want to answer your questions. Let's do this. My goal is to make the world a better place for autistic people and provide as much insight into autism as I can for you if you're not autistic. Thanks so much for watching. Talk soon.